Hey there, Prairie Plant Girl here. Well, it's been kind of a weird week for me. You saw me harvest potatoes just on Thursday, but that was actually last Friday, I think. And luckily I had that video because I have been sick this week. So I haven't gotten a whole lot done in the garden, and I haven't really done a lot of recording of any of it. I just haven't been up to it. But I have done a few things, so I thought I'd just share that with you real quick, just to keep you kind of updated on things. So I did get my garlic planted this week. That was nice to get that job checked off the list. I used store-bought garlic because I hadn't had a very big harvest this year. I just planted a few cloves this spring. So if you watched my garlic harvest video, you probably heard about that, or my spring garlic planting video. But normally I plant my hardneck garlic in the fall, and so I just got that done. This is the perfect time to be doing it, about mid-September. Today is actually my average first frost here in Saskatchewan, Canada, in my part of the province anyways. Some people have already passed that date, but we haven't had frost yet, and it's not looking like we're probably going to for the next week or so anyways, but you never really know around here. So we'll just keep on trucking with things. I did a lot of cutting back on my tomatoes one day. Right before I got really sick, I made up about 5 jars of marinara sauce. Because we have been having some cooler nights, I've covered up my beans. I planted beans, I think in late July. I planted some bush beans. So I've just covered them with some frost cloth that'll help hold the heat in that's produced during the day, so that it doesn't cool down too much at night, because beans are a warm weather crop and they're just starting to flower. So hopefully that'll get me to the point where I can get some beans off of them before we do get the frost and the really cold weather. But generally for us, we'll get frosty nights but still get some pretty warm days. So if I can keep them protected over the night, I think I'll be okay. I've cut out my sweet meat squash and my rouge vif de tombe squash. The sweetmeat I don't think was actually quite mature yet, but the vine was done. And the Rouge Vif de Tempe, one was kind of rotten on one side. It kind of looks like something maybe got into it and was eating on it, and it tried to callus over. The other one looks all right, so we'll see how they do. And I have some autumn frost squash still growing. My baked potato squash is still going, and I have one mashed potato squash that's still doing all right there. So yeah, things are still going along. My cucumbers are still just slowly putting off a cucumber here and there, so I'm still picking the odd cucumber. Not enough to make pickles or anything, but that's okay. I have pickles still from last year, so I'm okay with that. Oh, one more thing that happened this week is I got a delivery. A company, Barina, had contacted me about trying one of their new products, and I used some of their grow lights inside already, so I was quite pleased if they wanted to send me a product to try. So I've got it set up. I took my lemon tree inside. We're going to see how it does with that new light that they have, and I'll report back to you after I've had, a few weeks to a month here to kind of play around with the light and see what I think of it. But that's something to watch for if you're interested in indoor grow lights. Today I was out, I did some trimming on some more of my kind of squash plants, and just took out a little bit more of the powdery mildew leaves that are on them. If you've been watching my channel, you know I've been really struggling, and by talking to other gardeners around here, I think that's just a really common theme in this area this year, is the powdery mildew's been really bad this year. I picked a couple of mashed potato squash, and I've taken them in the house already. I've picked a whole bunch of tomatoes. We got half an inch of rain yesterday, so I wanted to get kind of what I could off the tomatoes because they're going to split. I don't know what I'm going to do with these tomatoes yet, but we'll figure something out. If nothing else, I can freeze the larger ones as they ripen and deal with them this winter. I do have a lot of peppers. They're just going nuts this year, which is wonderful, but I'm having trouble keeping up with them. So I'm going to go through and get a basket and just pick off all the ripe peppers for sure. And then that's probably all I'll pick today because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'll put a call out, see if anyone needs any. Oh, and I picked 3 eggplants. I don't know, where are they? Really nice. So tonight's supper is looking like it's going to be, maybe I have a zucchini in the kitchen, so maybe some zucchini, eggplant, tomato, peppers kind of a dish. And I have some chicken out, so we'll see. We'll throw something together with those. But I'm going to get these peppers picked, and then I think I'm just going to go in and lay down. I've done a lot today, more than I have in days, but it's nice to feel like I could do that today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.